time for Lykken on Lending.
Welcome, everybody. Good to have you with us.
Welcome to Lykken on Lending, a weekly mortgage market update providing up-to-the-minute information on interest rates, loan programs, and hot industry news, all related to the mortgage industry. Brought to you by Transformational Mortgage Solutions. To participate in today's program, our guest call-in line is 646-716-4972. Now here's your host of Lykken on Lending, David Lykken.
Let's begin.
Listeners, I'm excited to have a very dear friend joining me, Tricia Migliazzo. She's Senior Vice President, Origination Sales at Lenders One Mortgage Cooperative. Tricia has over 2 decades. She doesn't look like she's old enough to have over 2 decades of mortgage banking experience, but she does. And she leads the company's membership, sales, and marketing for Lenders One and its origination solutions. So, Tricia, so much we could talk about you. You were at the MBA. You've been with Lenders One before. You've played many key leadership roles in the industry, but welcome to the podcast.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, David. You are so kind as always. So good to talk with you, my friend. Appreciate it.
Always good. You bet. And then we joining us, our co-host, Mark Helm. Mark, thanks for joining in on the podcast and interview.
Glad to be here, David. Thank you.
Tricia, you got some big news going on, but let's start by talking about Lenders One as an organization. For those that are not familiar, can't imagine that's the case as much we talk about Lenders One on this podcast. But for those that might not know about Lenders One, tell us a little bit about what Lenders One is and about.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Happy to. Well, listen, first off, thank you for having me. It's been a while and I'm just really thankful to kind of stop and be able to have this dialogue with you and share our story, right, with those that are listening. So I really appreciate it. So Lenders One, we've been around for 20 plus years. I started off with the Stern brothers. I think many remember, Scott Stern, Tim Stern, friend Barry Sandweiss, and they had this vision, to bring the cooperative approach to the mortgage industry. And they did a really wonderful job. We had a really great family of folks there that really grew membership and really helped our members with our core mission that still stands today, to help our members overall increase their profitability by, providing, great resources, products, services, technology, to, in aggregate, help our members just, have a higher gain on sale, just overall help their business. And so we're really, really thrilled to have this great value proposition. It's definitely expansive. It has definitely grown, especially in today's, current market environment where they really need to cut costs. So,
yeah, I think it'd be really interesting. I mean, I remember when the Stearns brothers started this and what it started out, there was a general cost savings realization that's still there, but it has grown to be much more. One of the things that I think is most significant is the peer conversations, talking to lenders of like size with like challenges. Talk a little bit about that, and then I'm going to toss it over to Mark.
Yeah. So that's obviously a big part of what we do. I mean, we've got, networking groups, and actually we're all meeting in person at our conference, which is upcoming, which I can talk a little bit more about.
Can't wait.
So that's coming up in March. And so we're all going to meet in person, and what the members like to do. And they've always done it this way for 20 plus years. We would put them in, similar size groups based on, origination volume or their profiles, whether they're community banks or credit unions. And then we have members that moderate those sessions. And then obviously they walk in with, all the talking points that they really want to focus on. And we'll be there knocking on the door going, okay, guys, it's time. And they're like, no, we want to keep talking. There's so much to talk about,
especially in a year like this, we've just come out of the year previous. And then what we're in already the first quarter, I can only imagine how much there's going to be so many of us coming together. That's good.
Oh
Mark?
my gosh. I mean, and it's constant and it goes on right throughout the year. I mean, we'll have members reach out to us on all different topics, whether it's repurchase, whether it's, more audits or whatever it is, whatever that topic is. And, you'll have someone from California who's running ops or who's their general counsel or who's their CFO. And we just connect our members together. And that's just the beauty and the power of the partnership in action. So, the networking is second to none.
Second to none, without question.
Yeah.
Mark?
Tricia, I'm a big believer in communications is everything in life, and you have a wonderful organization. I hear nothing but good things out of it. But I want to kind of talk to you a little bit about going back to the members just a little bit more. And how do you make sure you're meeting the needs of a lender and talking about the right things at the conference? And that's important to people that attend to know how you do that data intelligence gathering. And what are you hearing from members? I know all the members nowadays are probably talking about the market being down. It's tough to make money and they're losing money in some of them and all that. But you have to be the kind of one that analyzes all that to make sure you're delivering what the members need. So what's y'all's philosophy internal in doing that?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So, we obviously have an advisory council made up of 16 members that are leaders. And it's, we have a lot of ongoing dialogue with them. And then obviously, myself, we have a great sales team, and we're always in communication with them on, what the hot topics are, what's important to them, which really help shape and build our conference. So we have a really strong, very good agenda in terms of content based on what the members want us to talk about, whether it's servicing related. We've got Seth Sprague, who's going to be speaking to membership just on servicing issues. We've got, PhD economists just talking about, market outlook. We've got benchmarking data that Marina Walsh with MBA will be sharing. I think that's really important. Her MBA and Stratmore do a really great job in, compiling and sharing and presenting that data. So that's what the members want to see, want to hear, and talk about. We've got an M&A panel. Garth Graham, everyone knows Garth, our friend Garth, and Brett from Sterling. And we've got a buyer and seller from our membership that will be represented on that panel. So there's going to be lots of discussion around M&A. We have a GSE panel with Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. DC update, Bryant Montgomery, Scott Olson with CHLA, Justin Wiseman with MBA. So talking about what's going on in the policy realm. That's all very important as well. Technology ROI, right? That's, are they spending too much, not enough? What does that look like, especially when they're looking at their balance sheet so closely? So we've got Kristen Messerly and Catherine Campbell from Assurance, Chief Digital Officer. They're going to be presenting. And then, members are looking at different strategies, right, and getting into diverse markets. We've got Tony Thompson from NAMBA. He'll be presenting. So we're thrilled about that, with Keith Cantor with First Community Mortgage, and Karen Shaw with First Option. So they're going to share their strategies and how they've been successful in that area. And another topic that was really interesting, just as different, that we haven't done before, is credit verification strategies to save money. So we've got some members that are owners and leaders that are going to be talking as well around that. And I think I covered most of it, but a big one was pulling in, our friends Mike McCauley and Joe Garrett, and they're going to have a keynote spot on, kind of the 10 things that you must do. I mean, they've done some things for us, like the 7 things you must not do. So he'll probably weave in a lot of that. I talked with Mike this week. So, we've got Rob Crispin there. I mean, and we've got Mitch Kiter, Ari Karen, just a lot of legal compliance, fair lending discussion. So, this was all tailored around what the members asked us to put together in terms of an agenda. So it's really all member feedback, which is, built around what their needs are.
One of the things you're talking about is rising costs, and there's nothing that is hitting everyone right in the face right now is the credit report costs. They have risen significantly in 2023. How are you helping your members with the cost savings, especially when it comes to this topic?
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. So, the good news is, we launched our own credit agency, L1 Credit, last year, which I think the timing was perfect. We only serve our members in the cooperative. We don't have thousands of clients. It's just very focused on membership solely. And, our members are really leveraging their membership and maximizing their membership to help them cut costs, primarily right now in this area. They're sending us all their January invoices with the new FICO charges that we're seeing effective January 1 has caused tremendous increases in their billing. and they're now all receiving, right, their January bills. So, and we have a team of really great folks that do the critical, really thorough analysis on those complex credit reports. And we honestly, David, we have a pipeline right now, over 100 members right now that are sharing with us some information. We're doing a really deep dive on all their expenses. And then we are coming back with a cost savings proposal for them. So that's really been a key focus because the members need that savings. And so it's been really gratifying just to share with them, we'll be able to save you, this amount, and we'll annualize it. And it's just really big dollars in terms of savings. So,
every dollar.
that's how we're doing our part, really, in helping serve the industry to make, as big as a financial impact on their bottom line as we can.
So when you're doing the financial analysis, the free cost saving analysis, is it just only in the area of credit reports in those areas, or is it across the board, virtually all their costs?
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at credit reports, verification products, flood products. I mean, those are the primary ones that we're looking at. Fraud products. That's really important. But, we had a member this week who said, gosh, I have 300 LOs, and we pay out of pocket for continuing education. And, as part of the benefit of Lenders One, you get free continuing education for all your LOs. So we just took that ginormous bill and just, it's omitted for 2023 for him. So it's, anywhere we can, our team goes in and we really spend a lot of time and in their offices, meet with their key personnel and really walk through, the benefits, socialize what, we have in terms of the overall value proposition. And they tell us, this is where we need some help in, this is where we can cut costs for you. And we just have that dialogue. And then, they set the sequence for us in terms of where they really want to start utilizing the membership. And then we just go from there. Yeah.
So I got a follow-up question to that, if I could. So when you're talking to lenders about credit and fraud and flood and verifications, et cetera, are you really able to bring pricing to the table where the smaller members benefit from the pricing that bigger members get? And how does that work exactly?
Yes, sir. Yeah, as I said, we have a very diverse group of members, 100 million to almost 100 billion in annual volume. Community banks, credit unions, independent mortgage banks, all shapes and sizes, with different channel, different delivery types. And so we are extremely competitive. So whether you're big, small, in between, we are definitely able, we own our own credit agency, so we're definitely able to really help them cut costs. And it's significant no matter what size you are. It's great. And I, anyone that's out there that would, like to kind of test this theory or, talk with any of our members, we have a lot of great testimonials from our members with customer service and savings opportunities. It really is just a really great benefit. And it's I will tell you, we don't discriminate based on size at all. We're seeing some really significant savings across the board.
I salute you on the way you're doing that, because I think the failure of a lot of organizations, particularly trade organizations, is not focusing on the members and delivering benefits to the members. And it seems like you guys have a very good handle on that and really look out for the best interests of the members and offer them new and creative things to do to reduce costs and do a better job in the marketplace today. And I salute you for that.
Yeah. And so I appreciate that. And I do, want to mention that we have 90 plus partners as well. We just announced Matchbox this week with Frank Fior, and we have others, but 90 plus partners that we've negotiated our membership's behalf to, recognize our members for additional discounts and price points on all their products and services that they provide. I know David's a partner of ours. We have just multiple partners. And so not only are we providing solutions through our technology, through our credit agency, through our business units, we have, a very large community of partners that are part of the Lenders One family that also recognize our members for those discounts that they need.
Yeah, I'm really
Yeah.
excited about Matchbox joining the family of
Yeah.
providers, because Frank Fiore has been such a dear friend for many, many years. I have so much
Yeah.
respect for what he and his team does. So, I mean, you really have selected the best of class, best of breed. That maybe brings us to a question. How do you select the various members, whether it be the
Yeah.
lender side or the other side? I mean, give us some
Yeah.
insight into what goes into that. It is a bit of an exclusive club. Not, I mean, there is a lot of inclusion, but I mean,
Mhm.
what is your criteria?
Yeah. So, a lot of times our members will say, hey, we are working with this particular company. They are absolutely fantastic. For example, Frank has helped us with, a ton of Encompass customization, and we really get the proof of concept, validated, I guess, from our members too. It's, we definitely have an extensive selection process. We don't just bring anyone into the cooperative without full vetting and really having a lot of dialogue with our membership. That's really important to us and to our members. And so it's a lot of dialogue, it's a lot of vetting, it's a lot of conversations. But I think we really have a really good, strong overall coverage, right, that touch on all disciplines of mortgage banking when you look at our partnerships and all the areas of mortgage banking that they cover.
So good. And it's time for the
Yeah.
L1 Summit 2023. We're all going to be in Las
Yes.
Vegas together. It's the biggest
Yes.
event of the year. And
Yeah.
I'm excited about what you have in store for us. Give us a little, you've already touched on some of the speakers and some of the events, but
Yeah.
let's get a little bit more into that. And
Yeah.
our good buddy Rob is going to be speaking there and participating in it. I mean,
Yeah.
and of course, Joe and Mike do a great
Yep.
job always. It'll be fun to listen to them.
Yeah. So yeah, again, lots of really great industry leaders that are speaking on all the relevant, timely topics. I don't think I mentioned James Brody. He's awesome.
James, yeah.
Obviously, repurchases is a big hot topic. He just did a webinar for us, and we had record attendance. My gosh. So he'll be speaking along with Sue Melnick. We do like bringing in our members to speak on those panels too. So she's with Bay Equity. She's their general counsel, COO, Chief Compliance Officer. So but yeah, it's going to be great, and we have great attendance. We really launched this early on, and so we had a lot of our members sign up early, and it's a great value. Everything's included in the cost of membership: all your drinks, entertainment, meals, just transportation. Everything is included. So I think value is important today when people are really deciding on where their travel and lodging dollars are going as they're looking at 2023 events. So that is exciting. We've got Molly Bloom from Molly's Game, The Real Molly, is going to be speaking. Yeah. So if anyone hasn't seen the movie, it's a great movie. It's a true story based on her crazy story. She'll be speaking. We're doing cars and karaoke at the Shelby Museum. We're doing bowling, and everyone stays together. So what I really love about our summit is, it's a family, and no one veers off. There aren't any splintered groups. There aren't any, people that come that aren't registered that, try and hang out in the lobbies. It's nothing like that. Like, everyone's together. Everyone sticks together. It's a family, and it's going to be great. It's March 5th through 8th in Vegas at Red Rock Resort, which is about 15 minutes outside the Strip. So would love to have you come, and anyone that's interested, just reach out. Would love to talk through that with you.
I will be there. I'm looking forward to it a lot.
Good.
Mark has been there with me before in the past. And I think one of the things that for the vendors that are there, even for the lender members, it's on Monday afternoons, you have the ability to interact with those that are the partners. And I love this program.
That's right.
Talk a little bit about that, how you can meet each one of them in the marketplace. That's
yes. We love it. So it's our L1 Connection Hall. We've had this since inception of Lenders One, and it's just, it's part of the great, I guess, I don't know, it's an attraction, if you will, to our conference. Not only are the networking group sessions great, as this connection hall. So when the members register, they have a drop down of all the partners that we have that's part of our community, and they select, who they would like to meet with. And especially of our new partners, they all want to meet and have some dialogue and interface with them. And then prior to the event, we have this technology, and we do all the matching, and and we send our partners a list of who, they'll meet with in this kind of speed dating atmosphere. And, we provide all of the booths, all the signage, like you just come and bring yourself and your knowledge and sit down, and you've got your agenda and your calendar and your schedule of events. Your schedule of meetings. And it's fun. We've got Rob Chrisman. He kind of MCs the whole connection hall for us. We've got a videographer. He's doing interviews. You're doing interviews. We've got, bars and drinks and it's just a really good a good time where everyone's meeting and everyone's in there, and there's just so much conversation. And it's so funny because everyone knows each other there for the most part, right? I mean, it's just like friends coming together, having really great discussions. And it's Monday afternoon, and it's really good business gets done as well.
Yeah, it's great fun. And it becomes like a family.
That's
I
right.
think the format is excellent. The last time I attended, it was very informative because we had really an opportunity to really hear what the people there were meeting with care about, what they wanted to know about. And you could tell a lot of them were there searching for solutions, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That's right.
Yeah. Well,
Thank
I can't
you.
wait to see you there, Tricia, and see all our Lenders One family. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes and sharing that with us. And there's still reservations available, although you're getting pretty close to, this is really a well-attended event.
Yes. I'm so glad. Our lender to vendor ratio is awesome. It's about 50-50, I will say. And that's really what we always aspire to be at. And we look at the reports every day, and we keep adding more and more as we're getting closer to our room block expiring. So we're thrilled with the attendance, and it's just a really exciting event that everyone can't wait to get together and be with each other. And obviously there's a lot to talk about, as you said, David, this year, what's going on, and people want to be together and share challenges, share solutions, and just really come together and see what they could do to help each other and support each other. Truly.
That's what this is all about. It is truly a great coming together and working with each other, a truly collaborative effort. Wonderful job. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Looking forward to see all the family. Thanks again for taking time to come on the podcast. Mark, thanks for being here. Appreciate it as well.
Thank you both.
Thanks,
I appreciate it. And I'll see you soon, my friend. See you
Looking
soon.
forward to it very much. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You've been listening to Lykken on Lending, a weekly mortgage market update with your host, David Lykken of Transformational Mortgage Solutions. Join us next week, and thanks for listening.